Are you interested in sandal making? In this video, I'm going to give you my 5 tips on how to do it just like a professional. Coming up. Thanks for joining me. I'm designer Teri Edmonds, and I've teamed up with Tandy Leather Factory to bring you my 5 favorite tips on to make a great sandal, and you can do it like a professional from the comfort of your own home. So let's get started. Tip number 1, use the right tools. I have this awesome Tandy craft tool workshop set. It is so wonderful. It has everything that I would recommend for starting off your workbench. In this video, I'm going to use the hole punch or the round punch here. I'm also going to be using my flower stamp. I'll be using another stamp for the flowers that I'm putting on one of the sandals. I also have this Tandy leather marking pen, which is really great. And I'm going to use a hole punch. I'll be using some of these pads. These all come with this marble slab, a nice rubber punching pad, and then this cutting board. As far as I'm concerned, this is like the best thing a person could own. So I did a video on great gift ideas where I'll go through a few more of these more comprehensively. But for now, you just know that a lot of these things we're going to be using really nice cork lined ruler, my favorite shears, and I got a brand new pair from Tandy. Thank you so much, Tandy. It was like opening up a Christmas present. I've had the same tools for so long, but mine are 30 years old. I bought the business from someone else, and so having these fresh, sharp tools and the Al Stolman hand tool catalog that comes with this, an instruction guide, is really helpful for keeping the tools sharp. So I'm really excited to share this with you. And yeah, so I'll cover this a little bit more in that video. But for now, I think we have everything we need to proceed. Tip number 2, find a shoe pattern that you like. Whether that is putting your own foot on a piece of material and tracing your own design, that's just fine. There's so many creative people out there. Or keep it simple and use a shoe that you already have in a design that you like and it's simple. So this is the one I'm choosing for this video. I like it because it's just 2 holes here, a hole here, and I use a really basic strap that is a repeatable design. For instance, when I'm doing a lot of variety, I like to pre-create my straps, and then I can decide what I want to do. I can decorate the outside, or I can make this the outside and decorate that. The options are endless. I'll be doing about 5 different styles to show you for this video. I take the straps are actually 10 inches long on each side, and then about 1/2 inch wide, 1/2 inch to about 3/4 inch. Tip number 3, use great leather products. Doing as many shoes as I have done over the years, I know that using good quality products really pays off. So for this sandal, I like to use this pigskin. It's firm enough. It stretches a little bit over time, but not too much, especially when we do our sewing to it. But it's it doesn't rub too much. It's just a great quality leather. And I use my Tandy catalog. They have a gauge, which is really nice, but you can just measure it, right? It'll tell you how thick it is, and I can kind of see by lining up my leather that, you know, this is about a 3 to 4 ounce leather that I like to use, whether it becomes the liner or the upper. I would always incorporate at least this leather. Then you can use any decorative leather that you want. For instance, I'm doing one in a beautiful red. I'm doing one with a gorgeous gold and this lovely pink. I'm also, and those are going to be the outside, the inside, and the inside. I'm using these. And for these beautiful lamb's pig suede splits, I'm using the beige, the black, And I'm incorporating this chocolate brown. I thought those would make really pretty sandals, along with some decorative uppers. And then for the base, the sole of the foot, I am going to use this really nice, thicker pig hide. And this is about, looking at it, it's about an 8 ounce. And it's thick enough to give it some firmness, but thin enough to actually manipulate. And when I punch the holes, I'll use these wonderful long hole punch so that the straps can slide right through. It makes it super easy. So using the right leather, that'll get you done with a perfect project. Tip number 4, sew your straps to make them stronger. I've made so many sandals and I've tried them with and without stitching them, but stitching them just makes it so much stronger. We chose the nice pig skin, which is great, and it's strong, but it does stretch a little over time. So I just run this really nice stitch along the sides, and I do them, sometimes I do it to add an element of decoration to it. This lime green sure is fun against that pink color, but I pretty much sew all my straps now. I happen to use this wonderful Genome sewing machine. Thanks to Tandy, they turned me on to this, and it is so fantastic. I mean, I have tried so many sewing machines, and this one does it perfectly. It goes through these straps like nothing, and it's been challenging for me to find that. So definitely, I love the Genome. If you are a regular crafter, I would get the Genome and find some different colors of thread and have at it, especially on these sandals. You're gonna see in some of the sandals that I'm making today that I'm gonna use it as a decorative touch. So it'll be structurally strong, but fun. Tip number 5, express yourself. This is my favorite part of the whole sandal making process. It's like putting the frosting on the cake. It's being completely creative, having as much fun that I can with all of these different items available to me, and Tandy makes it so easy. So, like I said before, I'm going to do some fun thread colors. I'll combine that on my leather. Sometimes I put some rhinestones on, as you can see here. But I also do a lot of the painting, and I'm using some really fun EcoFlow paints from Tandy. They go on really well. It's a nice thick pigment, and unless you add water to it, you can, reduce it, but you can combine the colors. And I'm using all of these colors today: bronze, gold, red, and Kelly green. That's going to be super fun. So, and then I'm also doing a bunch of rivet designs. So I'm just gonna have a blast and decorate my shoes, and I hope it inspires you to do the same thing. Like I said, it's the best part of the whole job. So tip number 5, express yourself. Well, there you have it, 5 tips on how to really have fun with sandals. So thank you for joining me. And again, thank you, Tandy Leather, for sponsoring this video and making it possible for all of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you can get more helpful videos just like this one. From Maui, aloha.